Hi guys, it's Colette. Welcome back to my channel. 2021, thank goodness. First of all, I hope you are all okay. I hope you're all safe. I hope you're not too shattered by all the restrictions that are taken in place, that are being put in place rather. We're back on lockdown since yesterday for about 3-4 weeks anyway. And I just read something on Facebook from an old friend, and I think she put it perfectly. She said, I'm not going back into lockdown. I'm just going to hibernate. I thought, how good is that? The weather is terrible outside. It's cold, it's horrific. We can't see our families, we can't see our friends apart from on Zoom or stuff like this. So why don't we just hibernate? Now, obviously, I realise there's a lot of essential workers out there that have to be out and have to be doing their job. And I thank you so much to all the doctors and nurses and NHS staff that are out there, while those of us that are maybe a wee bit compromised are staying safe. And I just wish that a lot more people would bear in mind. Nelly, settle down. Sorry, I just wish more people would bear that in mind if they decide they want to do something that's dangerous. You know, it's not really about just that person, it's about all the other people that it puts the burden on. So yeah, hibernate, but not completely. I mean, not sleep forever, but generally get more cozy. Go within. It's the time of going within, and for listening to our inner selves, letting our inner selves or our higher selves tell us what sometimes we don't get the chance to listen to. Sometimes there's too much sort of white noise in the background, and there isn't that much noise if you're in lockdown, to be honest, unless you're in lockdown with 5 kids. Yeah, that is not good. But you know what I mean. The winter is a time for going within, and I've talked about this in the way that we try to go with the seasonal flow, because we are part of nature, no matter how much above it some of us or some of people think we are. We're not. We're part of nature, and nature is in a phase of dormancy at the moment, and it's in the dark and it's in the cold, but things are going on way under where we can't see them, and that's what we should be thinking about just now. Not making major choices for the year ahead, that comes more in the spring, but making a connection with our inner selves and a commitment to listening to our inner selves or our higher selves or our guides or our deities. You know where I'm coming from. Wherever you find that special link, whether it's a spirit guide, whether it's your higher self or a deity, go there, connect with that person and give yourself time, because if we don't have time now, we probably will never have time. So it's worthwhile, those that are on lockdown and, you know, maybe think, well, go and play a video game or something, maybe stop and say, well, that will just make my mind so very much kind of too alert. What you want to do is calm your mind and allow your intuition and your third eye to take over. So in my opinion, we've got the chance to do that just now, and I'm going to give myself that time. So I hope you will do too. Wee family update. Jim is doing so much better. He's walking much better. He's doing things that he couldn't do a month ago, and generally feeling much more well. And we've got some of our routines back. When someone's ill and you don't know how they're going to be, or you don't know what they want to eat, or even, you know, if you can help them to do what they need to do that day, then everything, routines go out the window. You have to just go with the flow, and that's hard for a Taurine like myself. Sometimes we need our little routines and our little, dinners at this time, and this is when we sort of settle down for our own time, etc. So I'm glad that we're back to having our own personal routines and our own joint routines, which is really nice. So I just want to thank everybody again that sent healing for not just Jim and his illness, because it was horrific, and I never want to see him in that amount of pain again. I really don't. And I will not put him on a statin again if his life depends on it, to be honest. Yeah. Sorry, I was just thinking of something to do with pharmacy there. That I'll maybe mention further on. I don't want this to be too long, but I've got so much to tell you. Yeah, so Jim's doing much better. I'm doing much better, apart from still a lot of nerve pain to do with the Sjogren's. Sjogren's doesn't like the cold, so we've got the cottage quite warm. But whenever I have to go to the back door and out and let the dogs out and stuff, it's like, oh my goodness. But again, yeah, I've had a few bad days, but they've not been bad, I've still managed to get up, and maybe just pyjamas that day, but I've managed to get up. And the last couple of days I've got the lippy on, get the makeup on, and ready. It's just so excited to be back making videos and connecting with you all again. I had a chat. It was odd. I was just I was looking at my book with all my stuff that I want to do in it, and I thought, I haven't been on Facebook for a while. I better go on Facebook and see if I'm totally ignoring everybody. I'm not on Facebook the way I used to. I've not been on social media the way I used to be honest. I've been reading an awful lot of really good books recently. But yeah, so I went on, and there was lots of comments. Actually, when I came back after New Year with YouTube, there was 240 comments. I was like, okay, thank you. I mean, that's wonderful. So I want to thank, well, anyway, I went on to Facebook, and in the Colette Clairvoyant page, there was a chap that said that he'd been doing the videos, the psychic development videos, and was running out of them, and could I please do more? Lovely chap, no problem with him at all. I just didn't know what his kind of pseudonym was on the channel. But it was actually funny, because I actually was sort of designing the next psychic development lesson just before I felt I had to go on. So I was able to tell him, it's okay, there's another one coming soon, within the week. And I'm really excited about it, because it's one that we're both going to do. Like, I'm going to do it and see what I get from me, and then expect all of you to get back to me in the comments. It'll be more interactive. I'm always thinking of ways to make things more interactive for you. Start of the year, a lot of people are asking for mentoring. No, not yet, and maybe not ever. I'm really, my days of mentoring are probably over, but informally, that I'll answer you on email, as long as it's not repetition. If there's a video on it, go look at the video first, and then if you don't understand it, get through to me in email. But some people just send a question without actually looking to see if there's an answer on the channel, and there's now 640 videos on the channel, so there's a chance that it will be there if you just look for it. But if it's something else, then I maybe once a week I'll have a look at my emails and see what I can answer and what I can't. So yeah, so it was just interesting that I'd already planned the next psychic development video, and this chat was saying, I'm running out, come on, you need to get on with it, in a nice way, not in a bad way. So yeah, I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to plan the course more. Psychic development, sometimes I've tended to do it in blocks of 10, and that means there'll be 2 more to take us to 30, and then I'm going to start quite fresh with it, and bring in more card work, more psychometry, some interesting things of, maybe distant viewing. If anybody fancies having a go at that, where I give you coordinates and just get you to tune into the coordinates and see what you get without going to map. Because I've done work like that in the past, and it's really, really interesting work. But like the film Men Who Stare at Goats, but these people are used. Actually, it's not just a big joke. But yeah, I'd quite like to try some of the distant viewing with you. So I've got all sorts of things going, and there's loads more I wanted to put in this video, but maybe that's enough for now. No, I felt as though I had something else to tell you. Yes, that was it. I want you to tell me what you want. I was going through the videos, and a lot of them from 4, 5, 6 years ago I'd forgotten I'd done, so I was thinking, well, I should do that. But when I looked through them, again, they were already there, and they were already in playlists, so there are certainly ones that I can make that wee bit deeper, still connected into the first video. But while I was off, there were people still saying, could you do this? Could you maybe give this spell? Could you give this development idea? What about shamanism? What about, mediumship, whatever? And I have to say that I had them on little post-it notes, and the post-it notes didn't make it anywhere that it should. They probably get put in the bin when I was trying just to tidy up one day. So I've lost what people were saying they wanted, and that was probably quite right, because it was when Jim was ill, and it was when, I had no time to consider it anyway. But now, if there's something that you would like me to consider making a video, or even a series of videos on, please let me know. I can only say, yeah, I know that, and I can do that. If it's something that I'm not good at, then I will say, well, that's not my forte, so I won't go there. Things like, I'm not particularly good. I mean, I've got reasonable knowledge, but not in-depth knowledge of like numerology and angels. I don't really know that much about either. And a lot of sort of ascension stuff or whatever. It's not, I mean, I'm mediumship, tarot, and was once called the Queen of Divination. So, divination's my thing. Anything can be used as divination, whether, as you see my book How to Read an Egg, whether it's eggs, whether it's Quality Street, whether it's fruit. We can divine what we need to know if we use it in an honourable way. So yeah, I might revisit certain ways of divination, but rather than do whole, I might do what we call evergreens on them, but I might actually just incorporate them into psychic development exercises and maybe link them into another video. I'm not sure. I want you to tell me. Remember, this is your channel. I enjoy doing it. I really do, and it's challenging, and this is a year where if I have moments when I'm not very well, I'll be not very well, but at other points I want challenged. One of the reasons for that is that in May I'm 60 and I don't feel 60. My bones feel 60, but I don't feel 60. In my head, I'm not 60. Jim would say that as well. I'm definitely not 60 in my head, but I definitely don't feel 60, and I want to be challenged within my capacity, within limitations of health, etc. So, if you want something, ask for it. The worst thing is that, no, I don't know about that, I'm sorry, but here's another resource. I can always pass on other resources to you. So, yeah. So let's have a good 2021. I'll be doing more healing. I'll be doing mediumship. I'll be doing more psychic development. I'll be doing more of what we call evergreens, at least once a month, where you're getting a solid teaching as such around one bigger area. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody that bought coffees over the last wee while. You know who you are, and I thank you so much. I can never thank you enough for the coffees, because some of the coffees that come in November and December, and even earlier this month, you know, for New Year and stuff, some of them that come in weren't just the £4 or the $4, which is, you know, that's more than enough. That's a wonderful amount to give if you enjoy a video and you really want to support. That £4 coffee or $4 coffee to me is like, I give it to other people that I support, so I can see that as number. But some of you have just sort of multiplied it up, and that, when I wasn't making videos, that kind of said something to me, that the people that did that were doing it. There was no videos going up, there was no new content. They knew I wasn't doing so well, and they gave me these coffees. I'm not going to cry in the first video of the year, but can you imagine how that feels when you've been sick, you've not managed to put any work or content out, but people are still supporting you, and actually supporting you a wee bit more so because, just because. So you know who you are. So I thank these, and I thank everybody for the wee cuppas that come in, the $4 ones. That is, I'm so grateful for that as well. And the links in the description box below. You know me, I'll say it occasionally, but I don't want to say it every video. It's just not who I am, but there we go. So the memoirs are still ticking along, actually still doing better than the they're doing a wee bit better than the Dying to Live book again. I think this is more specifically a book that people would give for Christmas, and I did. Whereas possibly saying, oh, here, I've got a book for you for your Christmas. It's called Dying to Live, and it's about death. There you go. I can understand why this one sold more than this one. But I'll be promoting them both over the next year. So you might get a wee bit sick of it, but remember, that is my income. And plus the fact I want to get the word out there about the books, because I'm very proud of them. I've written 10 now, and I'm very proud of them, and I do think they can help people if people will leave reviews or pass them on. So yeah, that was an interesting one. The newer book, which was about the more intense dying experience, didn't sell as well over Christmas, but the memoirs did, and I should have worked that out. You know, it's, to be honest, still sold, but not the way the other one did. So thank you to whoever bought the books and gave them to family members or for themselves. And yeah, I've done my thank yous. I've let you know where we are, and I think now I will finish this up, because I don't know what's happened at the moment, but although we've got a good internet and all the boosters, the internet around the cottage is really not good. So it's taking ages to upload videos, and I mean ages. And it'll need to get sorted soon, because otherwise I could be, if this goes over 10 minutes, which it is, yes, it could take me 4 hours to get it uploaded. That's no good. So anyway, I've missed you. Hopefully everything will go according to plan, and we'll get more regular videos up this month. Some in reserve, just in case there's the odd moment where things aren't going well. So be safe, be love, and be here for the next time. Maybe that should be my finish line. No, we'll keep it with many blessings. Anyway, thank you so much. Many blessings. Bye.